Okay, let's see if I'm actually shooting my head. Not really shooting my head. I don't know why I'm doing this today because my voice is shot. Now this is a crazy hallucination dream that I had in the hospital a year ago. Well, actually a year ago today I was in a coma, so I don't remember what I was dreaming about or anything. But the first one I did was on the dream that I was making a train robbery movie with my dad and uncle and all that. This one is about, we'll call this one Chocolate Over Germany, and you'll find out why. Okay, I'm laying in bed. I can't talk, I can't move, nothing. But people are coming in to see me. Different people. Cousins, uncles, aunts, people from church, people I don't know, all sorts of people. So the person that came to see me that triggered this one was my cousin Lisa. She had somehow worked a time in to see me between her getting married in Vegas and tripping off with her new husband, John Galloway. I knew I'd remember. And they took off to, I think, Hawaii and went surfing on sharks or something. So she came in to see me, and I was already kind of whacked out on drugs. So they shot me up, I think, just before she came in. And so when she came in, her hair was darker, and she might have had some makeup on. So to me, she looked like Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. Obviously, she looked nothing like him, but that's what she was looking like through my drug-distorted eyeballs. So I'm thinking, whoa, and then I was off. She was off. I think she left, but when she left, I left with her up here, and she was taking me to her house in Phoenix. She got a brand new, big, huge house in Phoenix. I don't know why Phoenix, but off we were. I had a lot of these hot, cold dreams because I didn't know this, but the air conditioning in the hospital was messed up. So when the air conditioning was off, I know when I was in a coma, they had me in ice, like a bunch of ice to try to cool me down. But when I was out of the coma and just laying there like a goof, I know they had fans blowing on me and everything to try to keep it cool, but I was still hot sometimes. So I had a lot of hot dreams, a lot of hot hallucinations. Well, this one, now I'm in Phoenix, and I'm hot. It's hot. But she showed me around her house, and it turns out now she doesn't look like Nikki so much, but more like an Indian, like a Native American Indian. Not Native American, and I hate that. A person that was here before European people got here. How's that? If you read the Book of Mormon, you'll realize where a lot of them came from, or where some of them came from. They came from all over, though. It wasn't just the land bridge. They all came over the land bridge, or they all did, whatever. Read the Bible, read the Book of Mormon. You can piece it together, all right? But I'm not going to go into that. How much time do I got left? Okay. So, boy, I'm getting way off track. So we're in her house in Phoenix. It's hot. We're sitting in her big room with, she's got like TVs up on the walls, like a bunch of them. So I guess I'm taking this from the TV at the hospital. I don't know. There's a baseball game on, and the baseball team has Native Americans on it. Native Americans, I'm going to call them Indians. And the Indians, she had control over what the Indians were going to do because she was practicing this Indian medicine woman stuff where she would, make up these little potions and blow smoke into the air, and it would make the guy on TV hit a home run or not or whatever. And there was a new player, and she was going to help him with her stuff. And I said, "What is that stuff?" And she goes, "Oh, I can make a little thing for you, and I'll blow it into your face, and you'll feel better." I go, No, don't do that. Pooh! She does it, and now I see these little black things, flying in front of me, and I'm like, no, this is stupid. I don't want this. Jeez. But she's like, it's Indian. It's a magical Indian sorcery stuff, and it'll help you. And I'm like, oh, crap. Whatever. Then all of a sudden, I said, it's hot here. Is there anywhere where it's cool? And she says, yes, in the basement where we keep all the computers for the kids. Because her new husband, who looks totally different now, nothing like John Galloway. He looks like that guy that works at the hospital. He took me down into the basement where they have all these computers. They decided since all their kids play video games, they just buy all these big computers and they have them running downstairs in the basement, and it'd be cold down there, so they, because computers tend to heat up, and then they would power all the game systems up in the house. So he goes, "Here, you work on that one." So I'm working on one. And he goes, "Yeah, you're pretty good with that." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks." So I'm doing this. And then all of a sudden, someone comes down and says, "Listen, it's snowing. And that means it's going to be time for Santa Claus. He actually shows up on a train. And if you look out the window here, you'll see it's snowing." So I looked out, and it was snowing. I'm like, what the heck? It's snowing, and now we're on a mountaintop somewhere. So we moved from Phoenix to Flagstaff. So it's snowing. We're on a mountain. Train's coming up, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? He goes, "Oh, we gotta hurry up because Santa Claus is gonna be here." Blah 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 blah. So we get there, get up to where the train's gonna be. Here's Santa Claus. He needs help. He's like, "I need to take someone with me because I got to get this chocolate over to Germany." And I go over Germany in a blimp, and I throw the chocolate out of the blimp. He goes, "I'll take you." He's pointing to me. I'm like, "You're kidding me." He goes, "Okay, but if you can make this part for my computer, it's a machine part. If you can make it real quick, you got the job." So I'm like, So all of a sudden, the machine shop popped up in front of me. So I'm making it, and I show him. He goes, "Yes, that's perfect." So I get in the train, and the train starts flying, and it turns into this big blimp, and now we're over Germany. And so the blimp, turns back into a train, and we go back down into Germany, and we're on the train tracks, and we're going around. And I go, "I thought we were going to throw chocolate out over." He goes, "Don't worry about it." So we stop, and we're throwing all this chocolate out, and all the kids are happy. And I'm thinking, this is nutty. It's nutty that it turned into a train. And then the blimp, and then the train again. So as we go up this mountain, we're going up this mountain. It's really hard, and we're like, "Oh, we got to get up this mountain so we can get over the other side." And then when we go down, it'll be all downhill, and then we can throw the chocolate out as we're going down the hill to all these little towns. So we're doing that, and he goes, "Okay, now we got to turn into a blimp so we can fly over a big part of Germany and fly." So turn into a blimp. Now we're looking down and throwing chocolate over, and I'm throwing chocolate, and I'm like, throwing chocolate out. He goes, "Don't throw too much chocolate out." I go, "How could you throw too much chocolate out to all these nice little kids?" So I'm just like, we eat chocolate for the kids in Germany, and don't think him. Let me check. Oh, it's 9 minutes already. So let me stop, and we'll continue part 2 of chocolate over Germany for the little Germanites. Hold on.